It's Ports a Call waterfront dining, award-winning service and cuisine with a view of the dynamic L.A. harbor from every seat. For reservations and directions, visit portsacalldining.com or call 310-833-3553.
Pop, 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 go to pistol, bang, 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 go to gun.
One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright.
This is the first poem I ever wrote. Generations of steelworkers have relieved themselves in that hallway. Through its many open doors lies the pouring platform. When the molten stream won't stop, we run, laughing and cursing, for the safety of Piss Alley and don't smell a thing. Welcome to episode 5 of Love and War, the podcast in which the irresistible force overcomes the immovable object. I'm your host, Lee Ballinger. I'm an author, poet, and producer based in Los Angeles. If you want to know more, check out my bio on Facebook. You can hit me up at rockrap@aol.com, ROCKRAP, or on Facebook.
Hurry home early, hurry on home. Mancini is fighting Bobby Chacon.
Is boxing the sweet science of Muhammad Ali's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, or is it just mindless blood and gore? Warren Zevon seems to be trying to avoid having to answer that question on his savagely beautiful song, Boom Boom Mancini, a track on the album Sentimental Hygiene where, ironically, Zevon is backed by those softies from R.E.M. It goes like this. Hurry home early. Hurry on home. Boom Boom Mancini's fighting Bobby Chacon. When Alexis Arguello gave Boom Boom a beating, 7 weeks later he was back in the ring. Some have the speed and the right combinations. If you can't take the punches, it don't mean a thing. Hurry home early. Hurry on home. Boom Boom Mancini's fighting Bobby Chacon. When they asked him who was responsible for the death of Dooku Kim, he said, "Someone should have stopped the fight," and told me it was him. They made hypocrite judgments after the fact, but the name of the game is be hit and hit back. In 1984, Boom Boom Mancini defeated Bobby Chacon, mauling him badly. On September 7th, 2016, Chacon died from the cumulative trauma he'd suffered in the ring. I feel close to the song Boom Boom Mancini because I'm from the Mahoning Valley in Ohio, just like Ray Mancini. And I've lived in Los Angeles for over 25 years, where local boy Bobby Chacon was a legend, a fan favorite, as he won 2 world titles. As for Dooku Kim, he died from the effects of fighting Mancini on November 13th, 1982. Here's what I wrote at the time in Your Face, America's blue-collar sport letter. What was it that brought Ray Mancini and Dooku Kim together in the parking lot of Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas? Sure, Mancini was the lightweight champion, and the promoters brought in Kim in the expectation that he would be a little more than a sparring partner. But the two fighters were linked by more than a common decision to risk their lives in the ring. Ray Mancini comes from Youngstown, here in the Mahoning Valley, where the unemployment rate is the highest in the country. While he is sincere when he says that he became a fighter to capture the title which World War II prevented his father from pursuing, he really had little choice. For decades, any young man in the valley willing to give up his health and his leisure time could make a good living in the steel mills or auto plants. That option was not open to Boom Boom Mancini because industrial production has been shifted to low-wage countries such as South Korea. Dooku Kim left the poverty of the Korean countryside and went to Seoul, where he became a shoeshine boy. Perhaps he could have gotten a job in one of Korea's new steel mills, which have continued to operate at full production. But workers in Korean steel mills must wear uniforms and labor up to 100 hours a week in return for subsistence wages. It's little wonder that Kim became a boxer as soon as he got the chance. Mancini calls himself the blue-collar workers fighter, and more blue-collar workers are becoming fighters. Ernie Shavers, whose sister lives next door to us, left the local General Motors plant to don the gloves and went on to fight Muhammad Ali for the heavyweight title. He has been followed by a host of Valley Boys, such as top-ranked cruiserweight Randy Stevens. The brawler tournaments staged at local nightclubs have no trouble filling their cards, and I know men ranging from unemployed steelworkers to sales managers who are in training in a desperate bid to become the next Boom Boom Mancini. Meanwhile, Dooku Kim's pregnant fiancée declares that her unborn son will become a fighter so that he, like Ray Mancini, can win the title for his father.
They made hypocrite judgments after the fact, but the name of the game is be hit and hit back.
There is no security in our homeland. According to two recent studies, an estimated 2,300 people died prematurely in 2015 in Pennsylvania due to pollution from power plants. In Ohio, the death toll from power plants last year was 2,130 people. The health care bill for people suffering from power plant pollution in those two states alone was $40 million in 2015. Is this not terrorism? Fossil fuels belong in the ground, not in our bodies. I have a new book out called Love and War, My First 30 Years of Writing. You can download a copy absolutely free at loveandwarbook.com. That's loveandwarbook.com. Let me know what you think of it. Tupac died 20 years ago this month, lingering on in the hospital for several days after he was shot in cold blood in Las Vegas. Tupac was the first prominent figure in America to defend women on welfare with his song, Keep Your Head Up. And that was only one of the tunes he wrote that defended women in the face of abandonment, beatings, rape, and government neglect. Brenda's Got a Baby, Part-Time Mother, Papa's Song, Dear Mama. Tupac was always quick to give love to the growing number of people locked away in prison. Much love to my brothers in the pen. See you when I free you, if not when they shut me in. Just a month before he was killed, Tupac appeared at an L.A. press conference where he denounced the Three Strikes bill and spoke of mobilizing his millions of fans of every color into a political force. Tupac also knew that the people in the neighborhoods have enemies, and he denounced both the police and the black bourgeoisie. To the sellouts living it up, one way or another, you'll be giving it up. Tupac Shakur remains a vital source of inspiration to people all around the world. The other day, I was in the checkout line at the supermarket. The guy in front of me paid for his food with some kind of prepaid card. The checker told him it was a few dollars short of paying the bill. The woman behind me in line immediately volunteered to cover it and did so. Meanwhile, 48 million Americans are going hungry, missing meals on a regular basis. No politician, Democrat or Republican, steps forward to insist that they all be fed no matter what. We need a government that has the same morals as the lady in line behind me at the supermarket. She is a true reflection of the ideals of the American people. Our current government is not.
Do I speak for the world?
Let's finish up with the quote of the week. This one from Tupac. Among the words he left us. We can never get nowhere unless we share with each other. We got to start making changes. See me as your brother instead of two distant strangers. That's it for now. If you see me on the street, smile back.
Pop, 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 go to pistol. Bang, 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 go to gun.
One